This is where the fun begins.
Yes, Texas is a rival.
I have a river of Kool-Aid for basketball.
It's time to step inside the hog pen.
Try this one more time. What's up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of Inside the Hog Pen. I'm your host, Razorback Zach, alongside a full cast of Wild Band of Misfits. Of course, I have these two guys with me this week. Oh, as always, from the NEA Hog Pen, he is the man, the myth, the legend, and the glue that holds the whole damn thing together, Marcus MC Carlton. And for what might be his final time in the Taliban prison, from just down the street, Dmad Madden. What's up, boys?
How we doing?
I'm going from a Taliban prison to underneath Guantanamo.
I didn't know you were going to go that deep with it.
So is it safe to say you're not built to win a championship?
Oh. Bingo,
How
bingo.
pissed off do you think that made Sam? I would be pissed.
I know how mad it made me.
Now, wait a minute. Because here's the thing, and we're going to get into his comments, we're going to get into Sam's comments, and we've got a whole plethora. And then, of course, we're welcoming back one of the long-term guests we've had. Has a 2-year absence from ITHP, and he's back. He is about as wild as they come. He's about as outspoken as they come. And he's fixing to go up against the loudest mouth in Razorback Nation, me, because he is the loudest mouth in Tiger Nation. I saw that look, dude.
Do they have a nation? Are we sure they don't have just a county?
They may have just an army. We don't know yet.
Is that kind of like what A-State does up there?
Hey-o. But at this time, though, I want to bring in a special guest. She is the director of the Beer Fest this year, and she's known me since I was she's known me for a while. How about that? She is the director of the Little Oktoberfest this year. She's going to tell us all about it. And then we're going to get in with Brandon Bumgarner, the loudest mouth in Tiger Nation. And, of course, Tyler's joining us once again this week, and we've got our SEC pick'ems. We're going to go over Ole Miss. We're going to look forward to Memphis, and whether or not Sam Pittman has a job. All of that. And the shenanigans and more right here on Inside the Hog Pen. So, Dmad, go ahead and bring Miss Keisha on. Let's get this kick this shindig off.
Let's do what?
Watch your mouth.
There's a lady in the house, man. Watch your mouth.
Right. Look. Nobody knows what I'm gonna say until I say it. Not even I know. So that's the dangerous part. Keisha, welcome inside the Hog Pen.
Oh, hold on. You got to mute my mic.
Wait a minute. All right. Try it. Did we unmute her?
You have to
I sent her a request to unmute.
There we go.
Does that work?
There we go.
There it is.
Yay!
Third time's a charm. There we go.
Right. Technical difficulties. It wouldn't be a show without them.
That's right.
It's almost like Arkansas's defense is running the show tonight.
Thanks,
I'm your
Zach.
MVP.
Thanks, Zach. I appreciate that.
I mean, hey, it happens. It happens. Tighten up that defense, D. Come on now. So, Keisha, tell us about this year's Beer Fest, because this will be our 5th year being there. I'm excited to be back as MC, but not my co-host MC, but it's in a different location this year. You've got a couple of different things going on. Tell us about it, and tell us about this year's charity, which is, what is it? It's WOW, isn't it? What's that? Women of Wonder?
Women's Own Worth. Yes.
Women's Own Worth.
Yes. Women's Own Worth is a charity that supports survivors of domestic violence, domestic crime. They offer counseling services, assistance with housing, transportation, medical support, just any resources that women need to escape, situations like that. If you want to learn more about them, you can go to www.womensownworth.com. And so the money that we raise, because Central Arkansas Fermenters, which is the club that I'm in that does Little Rocktoberfest, we're nonprofit, so we donate to a charity every year, and that's who we've partnered with this year. So we're very excited about that. For those who don't know who Central Arkansas Fermenters is, we are a homebrew club. We brew beer, we make mead, wine, and we hold events like this every year. This year, you are right, Zach, we are going to be in a different location. We have partnered with the North Little Rock Argenta District. They are going to be hosting their Dogtown Throwdown on Saturday, October the 11th, which is where they're going to block off Main Street from Broadway to 5th Street in North Little Rock. All the restaurants are going to come out. They're going to have tables, live music. You can order food and drinks on the street. It's going to be a fun time. Little Rocktoberfest is going to be held in the Argenta Plaza, which is that big open area. We're going to have 14 homebrew tents serving homebrew. We've got 14 commercial breweries so far that are going to be there serving beer as well. Gates open at 6, but for VIPs, it will open at 5. Tickets are on sale now. VIPs $40, general admission is $25, and we also do designated driver tickets for $10. So we encourage people to have a designated driver since this is a beer festival. VIPs do get in an hour early at 5. We've also partnered with the Wyndham Hotel this year, so they have blocked off discounted rooms for us for $119 a night. That includes, each room has 2 queen beds. You get free breakfast, and they offer shuttle service to and from the event, so you can also park and stay there. But we're very excited. We're excited to have you back, Zach. Like you said, you've been with us for the past 5 years. It's always a great time. We have a lot of very talented home brewers. We compete against each other in various competitions, and we always root each other on. But I have yet to have any bad beers at all, to be honest with you. So it's a fun time. We're also going to have a DJ, and we will have food trucks. We're going to have 2 food trucks. We're going to have the Dog Father, which is a hot dog truck, and we're going to have another taco truck. And my apologies, I forgot to write that one down. But you can get tickets, links to the hotel, all the information about parking and everything. You can visit us at littlerocktoberfest.com, and there should be, links to contact us if anybody has any questions about, age limits, children. Children are not allowed, by the way. It's a 21 and over event. So that's it. We're excited. We've put in a lot of hard work, and we work on this all year long, and we're just happy it's right around the corner.
So, guys, I don't want to shortchange her. MC, you remember last year when I told you about the beer, the Fireball based beer, right?
Yes. Yeah.
She's the one that made it. Her and her husband made this. Now, I have not drank since 2016. I do not drink at these events. I have a whole crew of people that come with me. It's like an entourage, but I'm not that fancy. And they taste it, and I talk to them about it. But they let me smell this beer. Oh my God! You could smell the Fireball. And Matt Hart from Hog HQ is going to be joining me again this year. But I can honestly say, unless something drastic happens, the man, the myth, the legend, the glue is going to be making his first.
I'm doing my best to be there this year. The Fireball beer is bringing me in.
So I have to ask before we let you go, Keisha, is there any kind of y'all did a chocolate beer not too long ago? I think it was a couple of years ago. Are y'all doing any kind of special brew this year for the event?
We are, and we're going to be debuting some brand new beers that we've never brought before. Nice. So we're really excited to have those. The Fireball beer is, we call it the Fight Club because if you drink too much of it.
Boy, it was about to be a fight club last year, wasn't it?
It was a good time. Nobody got hurt. The cops were called. We did all right.
But that and like I said, there's a lot of brews out there. I mean, there was one that was a pineapple brew 2 or 3 years ago. Some of them were off the wall that you're like, that wouldn't, Some of them, they don't make much sense. Then you taste it and you're like, oh.
Yeah. It's really interesting to see what our home brewers come up with. We're going to have more than beer. We're going to have cider, mead, seltzers, things of that nature. So, and Cokes and stuff like that for the designated drivers.
Guys like me. But so, okay, funny story, and then we'll let Keisha go because we've got a full show ahead of us.
Yeah.
So last year, when we did it out at the Rusty Tractor, which, by the way, fantastic event space, by the way. I had my own little broadcast area over off in the corner. They brought me my own flat of Dr. Pepper. It was the coolest thing.
You, man.
Yeah, well, I say that. Dmad came in.
I was about to say.
He knew it. Dmad was the one that came in clutch with the Cokes because there was some confusion. But hey, we love being at this event. We love doing it every year. And get your tickets because it's all going to a good cause. Keisha, we thank you for coming on to ITHP.
Thank you so much for having me. And go Hogs.
Go Hogs. We will see you October 11th.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. That was Miss Keisha from the Little Oktoberfest. I'm telling you guys, there's some brews out here that you guys – Dmad did a beer fest with me a couple years ago, and he saw some pretty good stuff too. It was hot because it was a War Memorial, but my goodness.
Sorry, I just looked down and saw one of the cameras. Sorry.
I did too.
But no,
y'all see this in a few minutes because I wish y'all could see this.
Oh man.
With my daughter being born and everything, there is a chance that I will not make it. But if she's doing all right and mom's okay with it, you might see a Dmad at the beer fest.
Will we honestly have the full crew of ITHP in attendance?
Never been together all at once.
We have no. MC and I have done shows.
Wait a minute. We did the Kentucky game last year.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. That's right. The first time we'd all been under the same roof.
Yeah, that was the first time we'd all been in the same room.
And we're gonna need that good juju from you this year.
What a night that was.
That's
that
the
was
Tennessee
fun.
game, I believe, isn't it?
We're gonna have to pick a night.
I think it is. Yeah.
One of those. But
the actual Tennessee school.
So I want to go ahead and bring on. Let's bring Tyler back in here and get his thought. Tyler, welcome back to Inside the Hog Pen, man. You've kind of become somewhat of a sub in, if you would, right now, but you're kind of rolling in the juices, man. You're kind of matching up with all of us. How's it feel to be back?
Man, awesome, dude. I've obviously a lot of thoughts about last week, but I enjoy hanging out with you guys, and who doesn't love talking about the Hogs? So
I have to tell on Tyler just for a minute because he sent me a message. I guess it was yesterday. He says, "Boy, Yuracheck would have made it really easy for us this week," and he did. So I want to go ahead and jump right into this before we get to Bum, because Bum is wilding out and backstage. I wish you guys could see this. And y'all are gonna get the full Bum effect in just a few minutes, I promise. But guys,
I've never seen so much Memphis apparel in my life.
Well, and here's the thing. At the same time, when you compound the Ole Miss loss, which you had the game in your hands, and we're only going to talk about it just for a little bit. And I apologize to everybody for there not being a pre or post game. Time got away from me, and schedules just were not lining up. But there will be a pre and post game this week. And we may have a special guest or two. You might just have to pay attention. But you compound that with Hunter Yuracheck, basically, for all intents and purposes, saying left lane hammer down at the Little Rock Touchdown Club. And then you compound that with the Monday morning press conference from Sam Pittman when he's throwing his hands up and saying,
I don't
know.
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's what he said.
I will say this, though. In regards to Sam, he was just a little bit on the pissy side, and I'm here for
it. I love it. Yeah,
I'm here for it.
I was fixing to say there was a lot. There's been this season alone.
Yeah,
there and this goes back to SEC Media Days, and y'all jump in if y'all disagree or agree with me. There's a lot of emotion coming out of Sam where he's more or less, as MC calls it, using his big boy voice this year that he hasn't done in the past. He's more vocal. You can hear him now. You can hear it when he says, "I don't know." But
man, you love to see that too, because dude, like if I'm going to go down, if I think I'm going down, at least he's going down with a sword. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you
gotta love that. Tyler, where the hell's this been for the last 5 years?
No joke.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's finally figured out nice guys finish last.
I mean, because he couldn't win the game at Oxford last Saturday.
I think, whenever Sam knows he's got a good team, because if you look at that 2021 team he had, he was pissy a lot that year too.
Yeah.
Whenever he's confident and then they lose, he gets really pissy. But if he's not confident, he's going to sit there and go, man, I don't know about this team, man. It's like we do all this stuff in practice, and then it gets to the game, and they're doing all the complete different stuff. And then they ask, I knew you were going to ask that damn question.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, go after him, bro. Like, if you're going to be mad about it, be mad about it.
Wait, it was a legit question, though, because it had to be asked.
Hey, and he responded to it exactly how I would have. I knew you were going to ask me about that. Now, I would have had a different answer. I would have said, I knew this question was coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
Boys, I can't play the game for them.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, you work on special teams. All your kicker does. Do y'all remember Dylan Breeding, former Razorback?
Yeah.
He lives here in Mountain View, and I actually helped coach his son's youth baseball team.
Breeding, wasn't he a punter or a kicker?
He was a punter. He was a punter.
Yeah.
Man, those guys spend all week working on kicking. That's all they do the whole week, man. And we've been told over and over again that kicking wasn't going to be a problem this year. Now, to Dmad's point, man, like Sam Pittman can't kick field goals for that guy, but dude, you got to make them. That's your job. That's your only job.
A 5-star kicker.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah,
man.
he was the number one kicker in the country last year.
Again, I would just like to say, when I saw him at game 1, he was kicking them left and kicking them right and couldn't make it down the middle. Then he kicks his 53-yarder, and everybody thinks he's the second coming of Cam Little. No.
I will say this in defense of the kicker. I can't say his last name. I'm not even going to try.
Staritsky?
Something. Yeah, that works. That opening drive, the field goal he missed there, he never should have been put in that situation at that point.
No.
You got that right there. The two opening drives for Arkansas and Ole Miss showed you the absolute stark differences between Lane Kiffin and Sam Pittman, because Sam went conservative on 4th and 2 and tried to play to not get beat, instead of playing to win the game. Lane did not hesitate. And y'all give me crap about it, but that's what I like about him, because he knows he's 2 or 3 plays ahead of what's happening. Yeah. Sam is barely hanging on for dear life with what's going on.
But MC, he did this a couple of years ago when he should have kicked the field goal to send it to overtime. He tried to go for 2 and lost it.
So I know which game you're talking about.
To MC's point, man, though, when you're at good Lord, when you're at Ole Miss and you decide when you win the toss that you want the ball, that's saying we're going down to score.
We're going for 7. We're not going for 3. We're going for 7.
Because you gave away your halftime possession, so you better get 7 right there.
Yeah.
Now, Dmad made an interesting point Saturday night. How many points did we lose by?
6. The 2 missed field goals.
How many kicks did we miss?
But if you get 7 on that opening drive instead of none.
Look, those kicks in that opening drive were the difference in this ball game.
The opening drive is really what really ticked me off, because
the offense did what it was supposed to do. The offense did what it was supposed to do for the most part.
I'm gonna tell you all something about Bobby Petrino that I don't know if anybody really has talked about it as much as they should have. He has been calling a hell of a season so far.
Yeah.
It seems like every single play is the perfect play at the perfect time. I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but like there was that zone read where I want to say KJ Talen went up the middle for about 20. Yep. I was sitting there like watching the game. I was like, it's kind of like it kind of gives me a feeling of, do you run here? And then all of a sudden you have a zone read and just the walls of Jericho just open and you don't get touched for 20 yards. Now, if Random keeps on going, that's a touchdown. You hit your head on the goalpost.
And that was on a 3rd and 12 too, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was on a 3rd and long. That was on a 3rd and long. Again, the offense was doing what it was supposed to do once it found its rhythm. But
you guys realize that we right now are 100% in red zone opportunities?
Yeah.
That's wild.
That is insane.
Yeah. Dan Yoakum says if he knew that they were going to ask that question, he should have had an answer already. Say anything.
Absolutely.
But don't say, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
All right. And then JP, our boy JP, Jonathan Parker, says, on that last possession, we could have just ran out the clock.
I mean, here's a better answer than the one I gave earlier of, I can't do it for them. You could have said something to the point of, guys, I knew this question was coming at some point. I'm not an idiot, as much as people think I might be. But, I can have as much passion about it. I can love this game as much as I can. I can have these players as prepared as I possibly can. Still going to make mistakes.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, guys, if he was in year one, I could understand him going, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. If he was in year one, maybe the first couple of weeks in year two, I could finally, see it. We're in year 6, and he's throwing his hands up going, I don't know.
Well, do y'all remember this?
Throwing a better game than this dude.
Did y'all? I don't know if anybody's picked up on the second half of what he said too. Is like he's got a locker room full of pissed off players, and that's also a good thing.
Yes.
If they're if they're pissed, they need to show it.
They are. They're going to show it against the West Memphis Tigers.
Shots fired. And on that note, we're going to take a break. On the other side of the break, big bad Brandon Bumgarner, old friend of ITHP, joining the show after 2-year absence.
Oh, it's about to get wild.
Strap in, boys, because and I didn't say strap on, I said strap in.
Hey, do we have that censor button on ready?
I've got a feeling we might need it tonight.
I got it. It's on. But you're listening to Inside the Hog Pen. It's about to get wild here in the pen. It's the loudest mouth in Tiger Nation versus the loudest mouths in Razorback Nation. Back right after this.
Mix Design is your one-stop shop for custom clothing with a personal touch. At Mix Design, we can help you tell your story through your wardrobe. Your imagination on a hat, shirt, pullover, or nearly anything wearable. And while you're picking out some custom clothing, check out the one-of-a-kind handmade soaps from the Bobcat Soap Company. Find us on Facebook and let us create custom swag just for you at Mix Design.
Hey, Hog fanatics. We at Inside the Hog Pen are thrilled to announce that SeatGeek is now a sponsor. As brand ambassadors, we're excited to share SeatGeek as a ticket app that simplifies the ticket buying process for all your favorite events. They provide a 0 to 10 score for each ticket, with green indicating a good deal and red indicating a not so good deal. As a special offer, Hog fanatics can get $20 off their first ticket purchase by using the code INSIDEHOGPEN. Check out our socials for the link, and remember to use the code INSIDEHOGPEN.
Attention Razorback fans and local businesses. Are you ready to reach the most passionate Arkansas sports fans out there? Introducing Inside the Hog Pen, not your normal Razorback talk show. We're fans first and don't try to hide it. No agendas, no propaganda. At Inside the Hog Pen, we call it like we see it. And now we're looking for sponsors to join the team. This is your chance to put your brand in front of thousands of loyal Razorback fans who live and breathe Arkansas sports. From small businesses to major brands, we have sponsorship packages tailored just for you. So let's grow together and make Inside the Hog Pen bigger and better. Don't miss out. Call 501-416-4331 or email us today at insidethehogpen@gmail.com and become a proud sponsor of Inside the Hog Pen.
It's time to step back inside the Hog Pen to the Meeks Design Studio.
Welcome back to Inside the Hog Pen. Marcus, MC, Carlton, Dmad, Dylan Madden, Tyler Callahan, and the loudest mouth in Razorback Nation, Razorback Zach, hanging out with you. All right, so before we get to the weird face on the screen now, Arkansas-Memphis kicks off 11 o'clock Saturday morning. I think that game is on...
It's ABC, I believe.
Is it ABC?
Yeah.
In the history of Arkansas versus Memphis, it's not very big, as you might have thought. 5 games have been played in the series history. 5. What year did they start playing, MC?
Ooh.
1964.
Wrong.
I'm going to say like 91.
Close. 1992.
Oh,
Kicked it off. Memphis kicked the crap out of us, 22-6. That was in Memphis. Then they came to, shockingly enough, War Memorial. Memphis wins it 6-0 in 1993.
6-0. God, I bet that was as entertaining as watching paint dry.
Memphis is kicker you, baby. Special teams you.
1994, 16-15 Memphis.
I was at that one.
1995, they go back to Little Rock. Arkansas wins at 27-20, and then one more time in 1998 at the Liberty Bowl. Arkansas wins at 23-9.
Who has a better record at Liberty Bowl, Arkansas or Memphis?
Man, we've played there a lot.
I will have that answer for you next week.
So the game that was like that Memphis won, that was like, what'd you say, like 22-6 or something?
Yeah.
There was actually an NCAA record set in that game. I think Memphis blocked 4 punts, I think, in that game. And I think at the time that was an NCAA record. It may still stand. I don't know. But I remember my uncle had gone to that game, and I had actually turned down tickets because I had something else going on. I don't remember now. But I was glad that I did when, after 1 block punt, much less 4. But 4 block punts in the same game. How does that even happen? Scott Fountain looks at that and goes, good Lord.
So I'm going to go ahead and make the introduction. He is the loudest mouth in Tiger Nation, but he's also a very, very, very good friend of all of us here at ITHP, Brandon Baumgartner. What's up, Baum? Long time, dude.
Well. In the words of my favorite coach of all time, John L. Smith, smile!
Oh, God.
Smile!
I guess be smiling on Saturday.
Smile!
Hey, bro, why you got never mind. I thought you still had the mask on. My bad.
What mask?
This is not 2020.
What mask are you talking about, brother?
No,
I've only lost all my hair like you since
hey,
last,
this is what Sam Pittman did to me, okay?
This is what just Memphis athletics does to me in general. You got to remember, I'm 10 plus years younger than you too.
This is true. Yeah. So,
but
hey, kidding aside, the Liberty Bowl, there was a lot of stuff going on, remodeling and everything going with the Liberty Bowl. Is that still going on, or did they finish it up?
Yeah, still going on.
Okay.
All that'll be done by next season.
Okay. All right.
I was kind of hoping. Here's our take on everything. Memphis, Arkansas wanted to flip the game this year, make it either at Little Rock or in Fayetteville.
Mm-hmm.
Memphis felt that if they did that, they would never see that home game again, just because of what happened with the SECs. They can only play 3 non-conference games now. I think it was a smart decision by Memphis, just because I honestly, let's be real here, guys. Our last 3 SEC opponents were 3-0. Our last 4 Power 5 opponents were 4-0. Like, we compete well against power opponents. We always do. We always have, for the most part. And yeah, it's just, you never can tell who you're going to be able to play. And if any team wants to play you, So this is a huge game for us guys. Like, I can't I cannot overstate that enough. It's a huge game for Memphis. Arkansas, I know y'all got Notre Dame next week, but man.
So this kind of feels like a trap game for me because I feel like some people are looking beyond this game and looking to the Notre Dame game next week because that's historic. That's the first time Notre Dame's coming to Arkansas, so it is a big deal. But you can't go into that game losing 2 in a row. You have to, now that you dropped one that literally dropped it, that you should have won in Oxford. If you're Arkansas, you can't lose this game Saturday.
Well, okay, but at the same time, though, MC, didn't you say that they're going to split Arkansas State
I did.
and Memphis?
Yep, I did.
From what I can find, Arkansas's only played at the Liberty Bowl 7 times in its history, and it's 4-3. I don't think that's right.
Is that maybe regular season games, not counting the Liberty Bowl?
That is just counting the Liberty Bowl. I'm having trouble pulling what their record is in regular season, but they are 4-3 in the Liberty Bowl. And at Memphis that's their home stadium. They're 354, 240, and 16. That's a lot.
We're pretty good at home.
Yeah.
I think we have like 2 losses in the last 3 seasons at home.
Yeah, I was going to say the last 3 to 4 years.
We went undefeated at home last year.
Yeah, so. It's not been easy to go into Memphis and win recently. It's not, we're a long way from the who was the Larry
Porter.
Larry Porter. We're a long way from the Larry Porter days.
Long way from Larry Porter era, man. Thank God. Thank God. I remember being in that stadium when there was 700 fans and I was in middle school just being obnoxious and we were losing to UAB regularly. Man, that was rough. Now it's kind of vice versa. Y'all are used to losing to Tulsa, and we're used to beating other good teams. So.
Oh, my God.
It's not Tulsa. It was Liberty.
And it was Toledo.
And Toledo.
It was Toledo.
and ULM. And ULM.
And North Texas. I mean, yeah, let's go
different direction. An SEC school that's going to lose to a non-Power 5, it's Arkansas. So might as well lose to it.
I can't deny that right now.
Or Florida.
Who was it?
Florida's 2.
MC, who was it that came in that had never lost to a Power 5 and they beat us? It was only a few years. Was it Liberty that did that? Was that the Liberty game?
Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to research it. I mean, there's too many of those records like that Arkansas is on the bad side of.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
It's kind of hard to keep tabs on it.
I want to ask you, and we talked about this last week with the guys from A-State. How is Ryan Silverfield and the Tigers going to go about planning their defensive scheme to contain Talen Green?
Well, right now they have the number 1 stop defense or stop percentage in the country. I'm very excited about what our defense is showing this year. Our secondary it's suspect. I'm going to be honest with you. Our game's going to come down to our secondary. It's going to come down. We're going to get pressure on the front 7. Mm-hmm. We can probably go 9 on you if we're rushing the quarterback. But, man, like, those safeties get sketchy. And if he can air it out, it could be a long day for us, or it could just be a very high-scoring shootout. And that's what I'm expecting.
That's what I think, too, yeah.
And Talen Green, so Memphis is familiar against him when he played at Boise State. Memphis beat Boise State at the Liberty Bowl. He was the starting quarterback for them, and he started to struggle a little bit, so Boise's pulled him during that game. I'm sure he's going to try to get his lick back, obviously. That game, I'm sure, left a sour taste in his mouth, and I think that was the game he got benched at Boise State. So I'm excited for Saturday, though. I'm excited to see him. Look, I'm going to be honest. Like, I know Arkansas has more size than any team we're going to see this year. They're probably bigger, stronger, and faster than anybody else when it comes to talent. But, man, Memphis likes to get up. I'm telling y'all, Memphis likes to get up for that big game. It's going to be fun on Saturday. I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all I guarantee a win for Memphis. That wouldn't be right of me to do that, especially on y'all's program. Mm-hmm. But what I can guarantee is Memphis is going to show up, and our fan base is going to show up, and it'll be loud, and it'll be a good time.
MC, I finally have your answer or Dmad your answer. It took a minute, but the short answer is Arkansas is 6-4 all time at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. That's bowls and regular season games.
Okay.
The years that they played there, of course, outside of the Liberty Bowl, 98, 94, 92 were the regular season games, and then the rest of them were Liberty Bowl.
Well, and they've also
I was alive for the game from 95 onward. So think about that.
They did also. Now this is be a little tougher to find, but Arkansas and Ole Miss used to play at the Liberty Bowl. It's like once every 3 years they would play there instead of going to Oxford. I don't know why, but they did because I went to one of them. But that happened a few times, I know. So that would affect the record a little bit, but I don't know the split on that. So
quite a few SEC teams have done that. Tennessee and Ole Miss used to play at the Liberty Bowl. Alabama used to play up here against people. Like it used to be a pro-type stadium, and now the University of Memphis owns it. They're doing all the work that they can to turn it into their own unique home stadium, and I'm proud to have that.
With the smaller capacity right now with the renovation still going on, is it around 35, 40?
I think it's close to 40.
40? Okay.
It's still, it'll still be a good crowd in there.
Yeah.
So it'll be the biggest game we have at home all year probably.
Arkansas leads. Go ahead, Bum. Finish up.
We have a good home schedule, but man, Arkansas is the biggest game for sure. When we talk about conference opponent or like the conference that the opponent's coming from, location of the opponent, like this is a huge game for both sides, I think. And
I think so.
You and I have talked about this off air. Like Memphis and Arkansas should play at least, if not every year, every other year in basketball and football.
Yeah.
So.
And go ahead and throw baseball in there too, man. I liked, I've gone to 2 or 3 games at AutoZone Park with Memphis and Arkansas, and it was awesome. I mean,
and AutoZone Park's getting like a $50 million renovation, so they're facelifting it too. And
AutoZone Park's getting upgraded. Why can't shut up, Zach? Why can't Dickie Stevens? So I have an answer for your
Dickie Stevens is fine.
It needs some upgrades, just a little.
Always needs a little TLC, man. Every stadium does.
Okay, off because we get in the weeds. You've been around ITHP long enough. You know we get in the weeds. Here's the thing. Dickie Stevens is owned by the city of North Little Rock. According to Major League Baseball standards, they have to put in $8 million worth of upgrades to get it back up to par to MLB standards. The city of North Little Rock is not wanting to do that. They're not wanting to front the money, but they own the stadium. The other thing, MC, I have an answer to your question. In Memphis, Arkansas leads Ole Miss series 8-5.
Okay. All right. So Liberty Bowl's honestly been a pretty good place for Arkansas. And, I've been to a couple of the Liberty Bowl games. I went to the one where I nearly froze to death.
Oh, my God,
and
that was so cold.
That was against East Carolina. I was at that one.
Oh my
went to that one. And then I went a couple years later, or about 5 years later, I guess, when they played Kansas State.
And I went last year.
That one, too.
Hey, three's a party.
Shit, I sound like a Hogs fan at this point. Don't I?
Hey, I will – look, Bum, you got all that Memphis stuff behind you. I will have something Razorback hanging behind you before I'm dead. I swear I will put it on – I'll put it on something.
As long as John Calipari is your basketball coach and I'm living – hell no.
Hey, we got to talk about that too. October 28th, exhibition game. ESPNU, I believe, is going to pick it up. 8:00 tip off. That is the only reason that I'm not making it to the game because I can't come without my 2 sons. They're 10 and 7, and 8:00 tip off on a school night in Memphis.
Brother, let me call your wife. You tell your wife that Brandon Bumgarner says those boys can come to Memphis. Listen, there's a reason Trump's rolled the National Guard in here. Make Memphis safe.
Yeah, another month and we may be good to go, man.
We'll be safe. You can get in and out.
Look, there ain't
enough. Be fine.
Yeah, there ain't enough to get me walking into Memphis. I took my fiance Amy to the Memphis Zoo not too long ago. We got off, and it took us some weird way out of the zoo to get back to 40. Oh, my God.
Yeah, you got to be careful getting back from the zoo.
Probably came through my hood, man.
You want to talk about getting off in the damn weeds?
Probably came through North Memphis, bro. Probably came through North Memphis.
We were looking around going, what the?
If you honked, I probably would have heard you.
Probably. I'm not. But no, Bum, I want to ask you, I mean, what is, from what you've heard and what you've seen, what is Memphis's game plan going into Saturday? It's 11 o'clock kickoff on ABC. You're playing Arkansas of all teams. What does Memphis have to do to pull the upset?
All right. So I've watched every game. I've been to every game except for one. I went down to Troy last weekend. We're going to run the ball. Okay. Our offensive line knows how to get off and block. That's Silverfield's specialty, though. Like, he is an offensive line coach. He coached NFL offensive line. Now he's a head coach at a college level. He knows how. That's his bread and butter. He knows how to keep those guys disciplined and knows how to get those guys to work. And then we're going to run some RPOs. And that's where it gets a little sketchy for other teams, because we have a very capable quarterback right now in Brendan Lewis who can take off and run. Similar to Talen Green. Mm-hmm. He's a sixth-year senior. He came here from Nevada. He was a very highly talented prospect in the transfer portal. And he has his moments where he is – I mean, I've seen some great throws out of him this year. I've seen some questionable throws out of him this year. But at the end of the day, Memphis's bread and butter is going to be running the football. They have 4 running backs that can go up and down that would start at D1 programs. Guys, I promise you, we got 2 running backs who would start on SEC schools right now. And then, but Sutton Smith, he's going to be the guy to watch. And then Greg DeRosier, he's our other dangerous running back. He's been sitting out the last 2 weeks for this game specifically. He got a little banged up week 1. And, we figured he wouldn't have to play against Troy or Georgia State. So we saved him for this week, and he's going to be 100%. So we're looking healthy, and we're excited. We still don't know what our team is, though. I'm going to be honest with y'all. We're replacing over 40 guys, 40 players. So that's from the transfer portal to seniors to everything. And to start 3-0 is a blessing, honestly, in my opinion, just because I wasn't super high on what we could be this year, but this coaching staff is hell-bent on we didn't have to – this isn't a rebuild, it's a reload. So, and I think, look, we have a very good NIL what do we call it? The NIL program here at Memphis. And we're able to get players to come play. I believe they had 20-something guys from Power 5 conferences transfer in. So we basically have a Power 5 team out here. It's just playing at the Group of 5 level. And
I kind of want to ask you about that, the NIL program. So is FedEx a big part of that, or
they are? So last year, before Fred Smith passed away, it was a deal that was $25 million over the course of 5 years. That was going to be spread across football, basketball, and women's soccer, and I think a few other sports were going to be sprinkled in. But now, since Fred has passed, we aren't really sure of what the dynamic is now. We just know FedEx is a presenting sponsor in our end zone. We're the only school in college football right now that I know of that has a sponsor in the end zone. It says FedEx right there in gray. And I know it was the first of its kind when it came to that type of deal. And I believe it definitely bumped up Memphis's NIL a little bit more from $25 million over that course of 5 years. I know Memphis spent quite a bit of money for this roster this season. So,
see, why can't Walmart or JB Hunt or freaking
Tyson? Because they're all donating to Calipari, man.
Walmart's not donating.
Walmart's donating to us for our basketball program because that's what Bill Lowry and Nancy Walton do. But
now they're trying to revamp the Denver Broncos, but that's neither here nor there.
Didn't they also just do a massive renovation to Missouri's stadium?
Yeah, so the Waltons give a lot of money to Missouri because that's where most of their family attended. A lot of people think just because they're in Bentonville that they're going to give, just tons of money to Arkansas, and actually they don't. They give a good amount, yes, but not nearly as much as everybody expects. I mean, they're not on the same level with the Jerry Jones or what John Tyson does for the basketball program.
I'm going to tell you right now, boys, all right? As a Cowboy fan, I can promise you this. Jerry Jones will never, ever donate to Arkansas's NIL fund. Oh, yeah, sure. His name is on the building and everything next door. That's great and all. So is the Hunt. The Hunts have the baseball center.
Yeah.
But he will never get involved with Arkansas's NIL.
I don't know if he can.
Yeah, there might be a conflict of interest.
Yeah,
So all of these, and so I'm going to say this. All these fans that are saying, well, why can't Jerry? The legality of it.
Yeah. Jerry has done what he can do with that, the nutrition center that has his, and I believe it's him and his wife's name on it.
His wife, but he did it as an alumni.
Yes.
And they built that big old statue.
Yeah, the Wild Hog statue. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But as far as getting, handing money directly to the NIL, with him being an NFL team owner, he can't do that.
He can't.
Not legally, anyway.
Yeah, that's going to, as an NFL owner, he can't do it on behalf of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, he can.
What little money he has left. I mean, how much is he paying Dak? Like $70 million or something?
75
too much.
Well, okay, so he's paying, if you want to get off in the weeds, he's paying Dak. He's paying Dak like $75 million. He's still paying Ezekiel Elliott's $75 million. He's still paying CeeDee Lamb. He's paying one of his offensive linemen like $50 million.
Mm-hmm. That's why he decided not to pay Micah Parsons.
I was about to say, he at least got one person off the book.
Guys, he don't even have money for the NIL program. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Man, I hate to dive into that, but I don't think the Micah Parsons thing was as bad as everybody made it out to be, especially when Overshown gets healthy again.
I honestly agree with you. I think getting 2 first-round picks is a
who's of course my better half is in here, and she's agreeing with me that driving out of the zoo trying to get back to 40 was scary. And then our tailgating sponsor James Harris of Harris Made Chef Services is in here. But I want to put Dan Yoakum's comment up here. He says, "I feel like I'm watching the Blair Witch Project. I need some Dramamine here pretty soon." No, Dan, you're not too far off there, buddy.
Too many bald heads in one congregation.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm glad I'm not bald.
I'm trying to keep my head straight forward and not tilt so I don't blind anybody.
Hold on, guys. I got you.
I've been told I can't go farther. Oh, my God. He really did it.
Go Tigers, baby!
Hey, man, if you don't get on to whatever streaming service they're watching this game on this week, wearing that hat, I don't know what to tell you. Didn't hear a word of that.
Hey, MC, you know what Bum needs to become for Memphis?
What?
He needs to become who that is always on the Jumbotron and always on these SEC.
I am that guy.
I mean, he's kind of that dude already.
If y'all show up, I guarantee you I will be shirtless on the flex cam this Saturday.
Shirtless with that hat on, with the mask on.
We don't need
usually, I'm wearing something special this weekend, so I can't get it away.
But what the hell did I get into?
I was about to say all 8 nipples and all.
Oh my God, we're just off the rails.
You can see my two. Just right here.
Let's circle back here because, oh my God, we're a family show. We can't do that. And that, I think they call that OnlyFans too, don't they?
Patreon.
Yeah. Patreon. Or what is it? The paywall on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, looking forward at Memphis' schedule, and I don't want to. Well, actually, I do want to take a pot shot. Is this Memphis' Super Bowl?
Like, are you asking me that?
Well, yeah.
No.
But Arkansas is going to be the toughest game on that schedule, right?
Hypothetically,
in or out of conference.
It's going to either be Tulane, Arkansas, or USF. It's going to be one of those 3, and we got all 3 at home.
That's what I was looking to see where the Tulane game was specifically.
I would probably say that this isn't Memphis's Super Bowl just based on the fact that, like, I mean, if we want to look at Arkansas State, yeah, Arkansas State was the Super Bowl of Super Bowls for them. And this game really doesn't have the same, like, hatred or bitterness towards each other. It's probably another game to the Memphis fans.
If it was basketball,
yep, I agree.
And if I was familiar, I could see Memphis fans. Obviously, we're up for it because it's an SEC opponent. But I haven't felt the same amount of like tension between Memphis fans and Arkansas fans than I have between like Memphis fans and Ole Miss, Memphis fans, Mississippi State, stuff like that. And I think part of that has to do is because Arkansas is on the other side of the state of Arkansas. It's not like right across the river.
Yeah.
Now, there are a lot of Hog fans here. I'll give them that. And we host the World Barbecue Championships here for a reason because we smoke a lot of pigs, and that's something we're going to do on Saturday, baby.
Well, back to the
how do you want it? Pulled pork?
It better be their Super Bowl because this is the highest powered offense they're going to see all year.
Yep.
I want to say
I don't agree.
Oh, okay.
USF.
USF.
Yeah,
USF.
They're not ranked in the top 10 anyway.
I am more worried about Byron Brown than I am against Talen Green.
I'm gonna pull out.
I'll say this ain't the Boise Talen Green, man. This is a rebuilt Talen Green that spent 2 years now in the Petrino School of Offense.
I'm gonna give you 2 words. I'm gonna give you 2 words that tells you this is not the same Talen Green in Boise State. You ready for it? Bobby Petrino. Period. Argument's over.
I'll give you one word why he lost to us last time. Oh, excuse me, 2. Pick 6. Guess how many of those Memphis has this year?
I have no idea.
Actually, I have that stat right here. Hold on. Because I have the game notes up.
He's showing you.
Yeah, well.
Every game, baby.
And here I didn't think anybody from Memphis could count the 4.
I'm telling you guys right now, our defense, our front 9, they're dogs. Once you get to those safeties, I'm going to be panicking on Saturday. Like if y'all get past that first level,
we don't throw the ball.
Yeah, we don't throw the ball.
So, okay, if y'all get past that first level, then I'm going to be panicking.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. So this isn't Talen Green from last year. This dude has been sacked twice this year, and he's been hurried maybe once. Like he's learned where the blitz is coming from. And I think he's been a lot better at picking up or like sliding the protection towards the pressure all year. I'm really being serious when I say I think he has an argument, boys, for the Heisman. I really do.
I think he's got to have.
Our head coach said this week that he did.
Here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. He can have a run at the Heisman. But if his record does not reflect it, they're not going to look at him.
That's not true. Not this year. Who won the Heisman last year? Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
On a 7-6 team.
But
but there's not the kind of hype around.
There's not the kind of hype around Talen Green as there was around because Travis Hunter was a 2-way player.
True. And I need.
And still didn't deserve to win it.
That's why he got the Heisman. Not because of anything else. He was a 2-way player, but he was a dynamic 2-way player.
Yeah, Ashton Genty should have won.
Yeah, Genty should have won.
I think Genty should have got it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think Arkansas is missing a very good opportunity at pushing the Talen Green for Heisman.
Yeah, they're failing miserably. If they
guys,
campaign.
I want to Dmad. I'm glad you brought this to the forefront. Because the Liberty Bowl is where Heisman contenders come to die. Eli Manning, Peyton Manning, Josh Rosen, they all come to die there. So please push that this week, so I can just come back next week and tell you guys, man, what about Talen Green for Heisman?
Talen Green is top 2 in the SEC for passing yards. Where is it? Top 3 for rushing yards with 307 out of all players, running backs included, and number 4 in the SEC in passing yards. This man is getting ridiculous type of numbers right now, guys.
Yeah, he's number 2 in the country in total offense right now, is he not?
It's like 1,100 yards. Yeah.
Yeah, don't y'all have – so y'all are 2-1, but you have over 500 yards of offense in every game?
Yep.
Yeah. That's something that concerns me as a Memphis fan. See, now we're getting
Our defense is what –
Our defense is crap.
Our defense is what let us down last week.
Yeah,
I mean,
crap.
Perfect. Our offense is what lets me down every week. So
I want to, before we let you go, Bum, I want to go around and get predictions and hot takes. And I'm going to start with Tyler. Tyler, give me a prediction for the game and one hot take of Arkansas-Memphis.
Oh, gosh, prediction. I'm going to say I haven't even looked at the over-under. I'm going to say I don't think that we're not going to score. I think it's going to be a similar game to the Ole Miss game, but I think we're going to get more stops. I'm going to say I said 34-24 last week. I'm going to say 38-24.
So
and my hot take is that Talen's going to carve that defense up like a Thanksgiving turkey.
You went the PG route, didn't you? Anybody else catch that hesitation?
Yeah, I did. I caught it.
The line, Arkansas is a 7.5 point.
Yeah, 7.5.
The over/under is 62.5.
So same as last week.
I think you take the over. What do you think, Bum?
The over for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You might take it, but not by much.
I think this game's over is going to be absolutely crushed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dmad?
What's that number?
62.5, I think.
Yeah, I think you could see 80.
Yeah,
I think you could see 80.
Would not surprise
easily.
me. Yeah, would not surprise me.
Money line is plus 240 for Memphis. Whatever that means. Y'all might have to translate that.
The only thing I think is going to keep it pretty low is that Memphis is probably going to play ball control football.
Well, I mean, Bum, you said that they would run the football. So
yeah, well, we're going to run the ball a lot. So I could see that, but I also here's the thing: our offense likes to move quick. They like to go fast. They're hurry. And Silverfield likes tempo. So, if honestly, I really don't know what to expect yet. But I do know they like to run the ball with this team that we got this year. So
I can see Dmad's getting anxious. What are you thinking?
Man, I'm going to be honest with you.
Look, Tyler, there's something you got to know about Dmad, all right? I last season, when we did all this, it was like every freaking week we come in here, hey, Dmad was right again. And we're already 3 weeks into it, and I'm already going, damn, Dmad's right again.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. Knock him off his horse.
I'm about ready to start asking him for his thoughts on some of these prop bets with the way he's been nailing these predictions.
All I know is in 2030, I'm putting his ass on an airplane and taking him to Vegas.
What started it last year, Bum, is the first 2 games of the season. I've said Arkansas was going to be UAPB 70-10 because I didn't see Arkansas throwing a shutout. And then the second game was against Oklahoma State. And Zach put me on the spot. He said, give me a hot take, Dylan. Literally 20 minutes before the game, I said, Ollie Gordon under 100 yards.
And by God, if he freaking
he nailed it. Yeah,
nailed that one to a T.
What are the odds that we held him under 100 yards and still lost that game, by the way?
I know. Yeah. That's what's terrible about it.
That's the worst part. All
I
right,
wonder what the win probability on that was. I'm going to take Bum's words and use them against him like he did to me earlier.
I do believe Bum has met his match.
So he said that, if we can get to the second level with our wide receivers, it might be a long day. They're going to send a lot of people, and I'm going to take it 56 Arkansas. Talen Green throws for 400 yards.
I could see that easily.
And then Talen Green throws for 400 yards, matches his previous year's touchdown total in 4 games. And then Memphis is going to have 35. Because I don't trust our defense at all right now.
I don't trust our defense either. we're going to give up points.
Oh, yeah. MC, what about you?
Earlier in the year, I made a prediction that Arkansas would split the games between A-State and Memphis. We saw what happened, my friend. We saw what happened a couple weeks ago. But after looking at the way the offense performed last week and looking at some of these prop bets that are out here on the Bet Saracen app, not a paid plug advertisement, by the way. This is just a free plug for entertainment purposes only.
Should be.
One of the prop bets that you can put on this game is Arkansas to score 80 plus points.
Jesus.
Now, I'm not going to go crazy and put any money on that.
Sounds like college football's NCAA.
It is a plus 6,000 if they were to hit 80. So, a $5 bet's gonna net you something pretty nicely there. But I don't know, man. I just don't know. I know Bum said that their defense has got some dogs, and I don't doubt that. But I just don't know that they're going to be able to get enough stops. I think they're going to get some, but I don't think they're going to get enough. I see this a little closer than Dmad has it. I do agree that the over is going to be smashed. I see this about a 45-41 top score. You're going to have a lot of offense on both sides of the field, and I think it's going to come down to whichever team gets one key stop in the fourth quarter is going to be the difference in this game. And there's no way that I'm going to pick Memphis to win with Bum on the show. I'm just not going to do it. So, Arkansas 45-41.
Okay. All right. Bum?
Well,
we know you're going to pick Memphis, so,
I appreciate y'all allowing me on the show.
Anytime.
This has been fun, man. I enjoyed having you on.
It has been fun. I've enjoyed being here. And you know who else is going to enjoy being here in the great state of Memphis? There's a reason Donald Trump sent the National Guard to Memphis, and it's to protect the Arkansas Razorbacks this week. The Memphis Tigers are going to walk into Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium and kick your little piglet asses up and down the field, 100 yards, 100 yards, 100 yards, 100 yards, Talen Green this, Talen Green that. He's not going to do shit. Sorry for my language. He's not going to do a damn thing. The Tigers are going to come out here. They're going to put their fists so far up your little pig anuses and we're going to turn y'all into riblets this weekend, brother. Pork chops, riblets. We're getting all this shit ready. If y'all are coming at 11 a.m., y'all better show up early because the Memphis Tigers are going to be there on that field. And guess what our record is at 11 a.m. On ABC? Anybody want to take a wild guess? All time? 5-0. And I don't think that record's going anywhere anytime soon. And it's against 4 SEC opponents when it's happened.
Was so one of them Mississippi State?
The Memphis Tigers are coming for that ass on Saturday. I hope y'all know it. And guess what? I might be a gracious guest and just grant you my presence one more time pregame. I might grant you my presence one more time from the parking lot pregame. Just to tell y'all how bad the score's actually going to be. Right now, I'm just giving you a little preview. Right now, this is just a little preview. I'm telling you what's going to happen. It's going to be Greg DeRosier and Sutton Smith up and down on your asses all night. And then Makari Bodyford, who you probably never heard of in your life, he's a big old body. He's going to get up there on the goal line, put it right up the quarterback's you-know-what, and touchdown. Arkansas ain't going to be able to stop us, brother. We're spending money. This is the year Memphis makes the college football playoff. Mark it down. That's my hot take.
Wow.
This is the year Memphis makes the college football playoff.
Mark the tape, Dmad.
Woo.
You think I don't want to.
I'll say this. That's a heck of a promo. I'll give you that. That's a heck of a promo.
We're going to clip that. We got to clip that one and put that one out on social media.
You told me to come hot, so I came hot, boys. I left that in the chamber.
Have it any other way.
Look, in all fairness, I did say, Bum, you ain't been on the show in 2 years. Bring it. I need old school Bum.
I would have been disappointed if we hadn't have gotten something like that. So
yeah, I was sitting here waiting. I'm going, damn, did Bum get tempered since we've been apart? Nope, I was wrong. He was just saving it. Okay, so I'm going to go with you guys, but I'm going to go something a little bit different. I'm going to go 34-31 overtime, Arkansas.
Oh, overtime. Okay.
I'll be back on Saturday before the game to give you my full-on prediction. I'll be in the parking lot, and I'll let you know, Zach.
So when Talen's going for his 350th passing touchdown this weekend, is your phone going to be disconnected?
No, it'll be on. It'll be on. We get good cell service in the Liberty Bowl, so
because nobody's there.
No. Usually it's because there are people there. People turn their hotspot on for you.
Hey,
see, Memphis.
Ask
Granted,
Zach about War
people
Memorial.
talk about how dangerous our city is. People in Memphis are actually nice. We'll let you use our hotspot.
Hey, MC. I was just going to say, is this Memphis's version of Eddie?
Yeah, Eddie from Clarksville. I think that's a good fair comparison. That's not a slam to you in any way, Bum. I mean, that's honestly
okay.
if you're
is Eddie from Clarksville like a Paul Feinbaum guy?
I don't know if he's called Feinbaum. He would be okay. He would fit right in if he called Feinbaum. He would fit right in with Legend and some of those other guys. So
Legend's hilarious.
And I know Dylan and Tyler wouldn't know a lot of these people because they're not in radio like you and I have been me especially in the last year.
Oh, I know Eddie from Clarksville.
And when Bum gets older, I could probably see him turning into Gentle Ben.
Oh. Ooh. Don't do that to our boy now.
I need to get a clip of Gentle Ben and send it to Bum and be like,
listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys. If the Tigers don't do some shit in sports in the next couple of years, I'm going to turn into something. I've already lost my damn hair.
There's always a seat open right here, Bum.
MC, I was going to say something that was funny towards like you. I'll text you on the side.
Okay.
It would have been funny.
All right.
But is there a reason why you wore the slobber hog in front of the Bum?
Well, and I was just fixing to get to that. There is a game coming up in a month, and Bum, I'm going to go ahead and extend the invite now for that pregame show for MC. I don't want to step on MC's toes because
no. That was going to happen anyway.
But I want to see the two of you throw down Memphis basketball.
By all means.
Yeah, we will make that happen. That will definitely happen.
Y'all have to step into my city, so. We'll do it. We'll do it. You know, it's something about Arkansas that, you know, they talk so much trash about coming to Memphis, but both their teams are coming here to play.
Do we need to wear, like, the journalist vest like they wear over?
No, dude. I just told you the National Guard's going to be here. You ain't got to worry anymore.
Yeah. In a month's time, man, you're going to, I mean,
we have armed forces on the ground.
You ain't right. All right, Bum. We appreciate
Love you guys.
Hey, enjoyed it, man. Good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Big bad Brandon Bumgarner, the loudest mouth in Tiger Nation, joining Inside the Hog Pen. All right, it has come to that moment on the other side of the break. It is our SEC Pick'em Week 4 challenge, and we might have a new winner. Then again, we might not. You'll have to find out on the other side of the break. You're listening to Inside the Hog Pen. Back right after this.
Oop, hold on.
Oops.
Mix Design is your one-stop shop for custom clothing with a personal touch. At Mix Design, we can help you tell your story through your wardrobe. Your imagination on a hat, shirt, pullover, or nearly anything wearable. And while you're picking out some custom clothing, check out the one-of-a-kind handmade soaps from the Bobcat Soap Company. Find us on Facebook and let us create custom swag just for you at Mix Design.
Hey, Hog fanatics. We at Inside the Hog Pen are thrilled to announce that SeatGeek is now a sponsor. As brand ambassadors, we're excited to share SeatGeek as a ticket app that simplifies the ticket buying process for all your favorite events. They provide a 0 to 10 score for each ticket, with green indicating a good deal and red indicating a not-so-good deal. As a special offer, Hog fanatics can get $20 off their first ticket purchase by using the code INSIDEHOGPEN. Check out our socials for the link, and remember to use the code INSIDEHOGPEN.
Attention Razorback fans and local businesses. Are you ready to reach the most passionate Arkansas sports fans out there? Introducing Inside the Hog Pen, not your normal Razorback talk show. We're fans first and don't try to hide it. No agendas, no propaganda. At Inside the Hog Pen, we call it like we see it. And now we're looking for sponsors to join the team. This is your chance to put your brand in front of thousands of loyal Razorback fans who live and breathe Arkansas sports. From small businesses to major brands, we have sponsorship packages tailored just for you. So let's grow together and make Inside the Hog Pen bigger and better. Don't miss out. Call 501-416-4331 or email us today at insidethehogpen@gmail.com and become a proud sponsor of Inside the Hog Pen.
It's time to step back inside the hog pen to the Meeks Design Studios.
All right, welcome back to Inside the Hog Pen. That was one hell of a segment.
That was fun. That was fun.
Go back and watch it.
Look, Arkansas and Memphis got to get a regular season series going in football, basketball, and baseball, if for no other reason, just so we can have Bum back on.
Exactly.
I mean, having a geographic, actual rival, because Arkansas State's not ever going to be a rival, but having a geographic rival of somebody that can have the financial backness of it, hey, I think that's a good idea.
I don't think has
Sorry, I didn't all two people in A-State.
No, see, I don't think Tyler and Dylan have ever experienced Bum before up until now. I know Dylan has heard of him, but I don't think he's ever experienced him on air. And that was a sick Bumgarner, by the way. He was not 100%. So
he was sick, all right.
Yeah, well, at least Dmad got a little experience, a little taste of what he was like before. Man, I had no idea what I was getting.
Look, I don't know if y'all noticed, but the look on Tyler's face was straight up, what the hell?
Yeah. That's pretty much spot on with it.
So before we get to the SEC pick'ems, I got to get y'all's take on the comments that Hunter Yuracheck said, Sam Pittman said. I know we touched on it a little bit before on the opening segment of the show, but want to dive a little bit deeper. And do you think that lit a fire under Pittman and kind of stoked the fire with his team? I mean, and again, we're only going to touch on it for just a few minutes because I had to go back and watch what Yuracheck said, and then I watched how Pitt was, and it was almost like he saw what Yuracheck said, or somebody said something to it, because Pitt was a little bit different today in his Monday morning press conference.
If it did light a fire under him, he needs to be fired.
Yeah.
Right.
And I will say this.
Disrespectful.
I will say that there's layers to this comment that he made about not being built to compete for a national title right now. First off, he's not wrong, but the position he's in, he can't say that. He can't say it like that. He has to find a different way to word that, and he's got to be smarter about it. Now, that said,
the marketing genius at work? What?
But MC, this is the same dude that a year ago comes out before the same damn crowd and goes, we need NIL money. If everybody donated $100, we'd have
right
$100 a month.
$100 a month. Which
we can't buy groceries, but we can donate $100.
Well, and
here's the thing. Again, and I said this last week. Put your money where your mouth is. Do not put your foot in your freaking mouth.
And I don't, first off, I understand what he was trying to convey, but all he's done now is he has given every recruiting opponent of Arkansas a sound bite that they can take into every recruit's home, that if it comes down between Arkansas and Missouri, or Arkansas and Ole Miss, or Arkansas and South Carolina, they're gonna take this soundbite in.
All you got to do is look at the record.
They're gonna play this soundbite and say, "Why would you want to go there?" Even their AD knows they can't win a national title.
And not even just them, Memphis. Teams like Memphis and teams in the surrounding area that are a little bit more competitive, they're going to be able to play that soundbite.
Yeah.
You don't even have to, but again, guys, y'all don't even have to play that soundbite. Okay, all you got to do is look at the records. That's all you got to do.
Yeah,
look at Drinks. Look at the Dorks record at Missouri. The same amount of time that Sam Pittman has been at Arkansas.
Look at my boy.
See, he finally opened up in a minute, Dmad. My boy.
I mean, hey, I've never denied the fact that I'm a fan of him. I don't like where he coaches, but I like him.
Yeah, good cover, MC. Good cover. Good
Here's
cover.
the deal. Here's the deal. If you're Hunter Yuracheck, you can say what he was trying to say without saying it like that.
Yes.
You can say, hey, our football team is improving. Things are moving in the right direction, but we need
along
to do
the
more.
lines.
We've got to do
along
more.
the lines of well, you know, our basketball team has turned it around. Our baseball team is sustaining its success, although we haven't won at Omaha yet. You know, say something along the lines of.
But Omaha's the standard for baseball.
It is.
So.
But at the same time, you say something about the football team like we're actively making improvements towards the football team. We've had the conversations. We've had the meetings. Instead of we're not built to win a national title.
How about just do a throwback to what Houston Nutt said in his first year? National championship under construction. Because that conveys the same message that you're not there yet, but you're building towards it.
You know, as the athletic director, saying that and it getting back to the coach, it's getting back to the players. That's one thing.
If I'm a player right now, I'm looking at Yuracheck and being like, dude, what is your deal?
Dude,
what the hell did it do to the fan base? What did it do to the fans that were sitting there listening to this? And these are the guys, the donors of the Razorback Foundation that pay his, well,
they pay part of his salary.
And they're going, okay, so we're paying all of this money, and we're not built to win a national title. So why are we giving so much money?
Well, and I'm 100% with John Neighbors on what he said about this when he went on Feinbaum. He said, maybe he's right. He said, but even if we're not built to win a national championship, lie to me and tell me that we're working towards it or that we are there. It's just we got to have a few things fall into place. Don't just come out as this is the leader of the athletic department saying our biggest moneymaker, our biggest revenue generator can't compete.
And man, I'm trying to, and here's the other thing that I'm trying to like reason with him just a little bit, and I don't want to because it pisses me off to no end that he said that.
Yeah.
But the thing that I'm trying to reason myself with is what Zach said. He was in front of donors, not fans. He was trying to tell them why he needed their money, and it's like, hey, these other athletic departments are putting up $300 million a year, and we're only putting up $180 million, and so that's where we're at right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
and he's not going to get in front of fans because if you're not donating at the Broyles-Matthews level, you're not important to him. He's made that clear.
But here's the thing, okay? Number one, and I want to play off something Tyler said, okay? And then I'm going to make a comment on what MC said a few minutes ago about lie to me, all right? Why on God's green earth, when you know that the other SEC athletic departments are, like he said, spending $300 million, $400 million, some of them are $500 million in their athletic department. And you're over here bragging about $180 million?
Well,
but again, and like MC said a minute ago, lie to me. Here you go. All right, here you go. You ready for this? I'm a donor. Aren't you supposed to lie to me and kiss my butt? Anybody get the movie reference?
Yeah.
Ghostbusters 2, Bill Murray. Which, by the way, who wrote the description for the show?
Me.
That is beautiful, man. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go read it. See if you can figure it out, because I'm not giving away any hints.
I will say this. You know, there was a little analogy that Hunter Yuracheck made about if the speed limit's 65,
left lane hammer down, baby,
and you know that there's no cop around, are you going to drive faster than 65? If I know that I'm not getting a ticket, I might be in triple digits. It just depends on who's in the car with me. Okay.
Don't ask me to say that question.
If you're not going to, we now know that when you're driving up 49 towards Fayetteville,
ain't a cop to be
when you're on 49 North and there's this car that's over here in the left lane that's going about 48 miles an hour in a 70, that's Hunter Yuracheck.
Yeah.
He just admitted he's the guy that clogs up the left lane where nobody can pass.
Well,
he must be from Texas.
I'm still in this from another radio show. But dude,
wait, hold on. Which radio show?
Doesn't matter. They steal from us.
I don't want to say. They said if everybody else is going 65 and you're not, you're going to get your ass ran over. If you're not,
yeah,
and that's the truth.
Yeah, and here's the thing: I do 80 all the way to Fayetteville.
I mean, what are we doing?
Look,
Why
I
are
get out here on 30, and I hit 80, and I don't let up either.
My last thing I'm going to say about Yuracheck and his comments was he said that we're not built to compete for a national title, but yet we are built to compete in the SEC. No, that doesn't fly. If you're not built to compete for a national title, you're not built to compete in the SEC because those two are going hand in hand.
Well, this goes all the way back to Yuracheck punting. We'll use a football analogy. Punting instead of going for it on fourth. You know,
I see what you did there. That's good. Dude.
Yep.
Nice. He's way too conservative. He has two babies in this sports department. It's baseball and basketball. But guess what? Baseball is self-governing. You don't have to do anything with Dave Van Horn. Dave, take care of Dave.
Just get out of his way.
Exactly.
But here's the thing.
You're going to put every egg that you have into the basket of basketball. But you're going to sit there and say, you know what? The fans will be happy going 7-5 this year. Fans will be happy going 6-6 this year. It's been a constant theme, and I've been one to kind of just like let Yuracheck get out. I think Yuracheck wasn't doing so bad like last year when everybody was saying he needs to be fired. He needs to be fired. I'm starting to come around to the idea that Yuracheck is needing a new job.
Well,
I'll tell you what turned me against him. The way he approached NIL.
Yeah.
And he let his personal feelings get in the way over what was going to be best for the university. That's what turned me against him. He doesn't have to like NIL. He doesn't have to like it. He can say, I hate this. It sucks. I hate it. But you know what? Here's what's best for the university. So here's what we're going to do. And he didn't do that. And that's what turned me against him.
Well, okay, but and one of you guys put Dan Yoakum's comment up here because I find this pretty interesting. He says, I heard that he and the SEC commissioner are pretty good friends, and he thinks he may have a job as the associate director under the commissioner, or that maybe he knows he's out after this year, and they're going to bring somebody else in. Keep Pittman for one more year, then make a big-time coaching hire. Here's the problem, okay? Here's the problem, and I'm going to get off in the weeds, and then we're going to go to our SEC pick'em because I can really talk about this, and we probably need to do a pod on this, MC.
Probably.
But here's the thing, okay? You're not going to have – I'll give you an example. Well, let me back up. How many coaches has the baseball team had in its history? Two. Norm DeBryan, Dave Van Horn, right?
Yep.
Give me the three successful coaches at the University of Arkansas from the basketball team. Eddie Sutton, Nolan Richards, Cal, right?
Yeah. I think you could put Muss in there.
Muss, but –
not to the level of the other three.
But you get my point, all right?
Yeah.
Give me this. How many coaches in that time frame have we had at football?
Too many.
Think about it.
Too many.
From the time that DVH was hired at Arkansas, how many coaches have you cannot keep rotating coaches?
Okay, so let's walk through that. He was hired in 2003, 2004 was the first baseball season that he coached.
Right.
So 2004 you still had Nutt. So after that, you go Nutt, Bobby, Petrino, John L., Burt, Chad, and then Sam. 6.
Two good coaches.
Look.
Yeah.
Look. And I get it. If a coach isn't doing well, fire his ass, right? I mean, look at Virginia Tech and
UCLA. They've already fired the coaches.
All right. We're not even 4 weeks into the season, and they're already fired.
Well, Reuben Foster was already on the hot seat when he went to Big 12.
But here's the thing. 6 years of the same damn thing.
Yeah.
And nobody's looking at it. I mean, John,
every time you bring this up to anybody, they say, "Oh, but we remember the Chad Morris years."
That has scared so many people.
Wait. Okay, if that's the case, I remember the John Pelfrey years. I remember the Stan Heath years.
Yeah.
I remember when DVH didn't make the postseason and everybody turned on him. And then the very next year, guess what? We're playing for a national title in Omaha.
Yeah,
Okay?
I mean,
you cannot keep rotating coaches and expecting sustained success every 5 to 6 years. You can't do it.
And I will say this. I don't want Yuracheck making the next football hire. Let's go blue sky here. Let's say Sam comes up and wins 8 regular season games, goes to a bowl game, wins it. He's 9-3, 9-4, whatever.
We go to the Liberty Bowl.
Yeah. He's good. I think he rides off into the sunset, and goes out on top. If that happens, I have no confidence in the type of hire that Yuracheck was going to make, because let's face it, this is the guy that was going to hire Darrell Walker for the basketball job until John Tyson said, "Go over here and sit down."
Okay, but we need somebody like John Tyson in football to make that hire. And I'm going to tell you now, John Gruden ain't coming to Arkansas.
Okay,
I'll tell you what, man.
Hold on.
Those Razorbacks.
Bobby Petrino doesn't want to be a head coach anymore. Travis Williams, not going to be a head coach because he can't even call the damn defense. Number 2, who's the other one? Nick Saban, retired. Ain't leaving the college game day desk.
He's making a whole lot more money.
And a whole lot less stress.
I think
this is where football coaches come to die. I'll get off my soapbox, D, and let you have it.
So we always go back to the mysterious SEC coach that said he wouldn't touch that job with a 10-foot pole.
Right.
Everybody thinks it was the dork. I was thinking about this the other day.
It sounds like it, though, doesn't it?
Sounds like Gus Malzahn to me.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'd still lean towards more. I'd still lean more towards the dork than Mutz. Malzahn.
Well, here's the thing, and I think this is what's got to happen. If Sam steps down, I think you bring in one person to talk to Bobby and say, "This is your show. I don't care if you want to do this or not. This is your show, because we ain't getting anybody else that's going to sit here and do this at the rate he did."
In the world of NIL and the transfer portal, Bobby has already come out and said, "I do not want to be a head coach anymore. I want to call an offense."
How many times has a coach sat there and said, "I'm not interested in X job"?
Why do you think? Okay, but why do you think Ed O's not a coach right now? Why Jimbo Fisher? Why do you think Nick Saban retired? Why do you
Jimbo Fisher couldn't do anything with a $50 million roster?
Who was the one down at Miami, the basketball coach down at Miami? MC?
Jim Larinaga.
Jim Larinaga quit middle of the season. All right.
That was Coach K. Roy Williams.
Yeah. Exactly. Why do you think these legendary big-name coaches that were successful before all of this don't want to get back into the head coaching?
Zach, this is different than what I was talking about. What I'm saying is coaches say all the time that I'm not taking XY job, and it turned out to take XY job.
Dan Mullen said he'd never coach again, and he's at UNLV. I get what you're saying. I get it.
I will say this: if it comes down to a coaching search,
D's right.
I'm going to tell you a name to watch. I'm not saying he would take it.
I'm going to come down the street and kick you.
I'm not saying he would take the job, but I'm telling you right now, a name to watch is Dabo. If you saw the most recent comments that Dabo has made, if you go look at the most recent comments he has made, it's very eerily similar to what Nolan said in 2002, right before he was fired. Because the Clemson fans are not happy with Dabo at the moment with the way they've started. And, they've kind of been on him a little bit the last couple of years. And he come out in his press conference the other day and said, "Hey, if they're tired of winning, I'll go, give me my money and I'll go somewhere else. He said, I'm not going to the beach. I'm only 55. He said, I'll go somewhere else and win if they're tired of winning here.
Yeah, I remember him saying that.
We've always heard that Dabo wants to be in the SEC. I'm just telling you, it would be a name to watch.
Okay, but why would he go from Clemson to Arkansas?
If he feels like he's been disrespected with everything he's done, what was Clemson before he got there?
Okay,
they were basically on the level with Arkansas. Fair comparison.
But again, if he's coming off a couple of years as a national title contender. All right?
He made the comment that in the 12 years he's been there, they've won their conference 8 times.
Okay, but if he feels like he's getting disrespected at Clemson, what the hell is he going to feel when they comes to Arkansas in 3 years when he hasn't won a damn thing and these fans start turning on him? Same with John Gruden.
I don't know if he would come. I don't know if he would come. I don't know if he would win if he did come.
Hell, at this point, go to Jonesboro and throw the check and punch Jones.
No, I'm still in the Gruden camp, man. I think you push all your chips in on that. You go for all the PR you can get.
Man, I think that one thing that we're underselling right here, and it's something that a lot of these other, like Stanford was the first one to do it. The GM thing, man.
Yeah.
Like, bring somebody in, not somebody to deal with the money aspect of everything.
Right.
Let the football coach, and I think it'll make a massive difference. And
I agree.
I think it's got to be somebody charismatic, like a Houston Nutt, but somebody that understands money. It's got to be somebody that represents your program in that way, and then let your coach, because it's going to be hard to find anybody that knows how to do both. And we definitely don't have an athletic director right now who knows how to deal with it.
Didn't Stanford hire Andrew Luck as their GM?
Andrew Luck. But here's my thing. Why would you bring in a basketball GM to run a full-on athletic department? Not just the basketball.
Yeah, that was misleading the way he did that, because he originally, Yuracheck said he was going to hire a GM for hoops and hire another one for football. Well, then he hires this guy from the Celtics to oversee it all, and it's now changed to, he's going to have somebody reporting to him like an assistant GM that's going to be over football. That dog won't hunt.
When he first got hired, and I promise we're overtime here.
Yeah, we're overtime bad, but
I had to get off my chest. Here's the problem. When he first came to Arkansas and he brought back the Slobber and Hog and he brought back Coke to Razorback Stadium, I was singing praise. I was like, hell yeah, we finally got us because just like everybody says, at least it's not Chad Morris. At least he wasn't Jeff Long.
Right.
Jeff Long set this program back about 8 years.
The bar was so low that we were ready to take anything.
Now I feel like he's getting money hungry. Now I feel like he's getting money, but he's getting money hungry for the wrong reasons. But I digress. We'll get into that on a separate pod or a separate show or whatever. All right. So SEC pick'em. All right, and I say that, but it's college football pick'em because we pick different ones from around college football.
Yeah, not a great schedule this week.
Not a great schedule here this week. But your week 3 tally is MC and our rookie. And yes, I will call him. Actually, I'll just call him our probie. How about that? Both tied at 4-3. They won the week, and then Dylan and I came in last at 3-4. It didn't help me, but it helped Dylan a little bit. Really?
MC, I thought you weren't touching the boards tonight.
That was not MC. I can promise you that. But going into week 4, your totals are this: 11-8. Dylan holds a 1-game lead over MC. MC, of course, at 10-9, and I'm coming in at 8-11, and of course, Tyler has an asterisk at 4-3. Your games this week, gentlemen. We'll start off at Norman, Oklahoma, where number 22 Auburn takes on the number 11 Oklahoma Sooners. OU is a 6.5-point favorite. Dmad, since you are in the lead, you're going to go last. Tyler, since you're new here, who you got?
Man, I really looked at this game, and I was trying to give Auburn a chance, but after looking at Oklahoma, not only is that quarterback just playing otherworldly right now, their defense is just too good. I don't think that Auburn, and I know that line's close, but I've got Oklahoma here.
All right. MC?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Oklahoma. I think in order for Auburn to stay close in this game, Auburn or Oklahoma's going to have some self-inflicted wounds via turnovers or, just being careless on drives or whatever. They're going to have to help Auburn. Otherwise, I could see this one getting out of hand.
And Dylan, are we doing a clean sweep?
I heard there's going to be a football game at the golf tournament because that's what the fans are going to sound like in Oklahoma again. Did y'all see that video? There was a video where it was like between third and fourth quarter that they were playing something, and all the Oklahoma fans are sitting there just.
Was that when they played the Toby Keith song?
Yep.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I'm gonna take. I almost said it. I'm gonna take OU upside down. If you don't realize what it says no.
You hit the brakes there. You were on a roll.
I've got too many family members that are OU fans, and I almost said it, but it almost made me sick.
All right, so I'm going to take OU as well. I just like Tyler said, that quarterback is playing out of his freaking mind. All right, next is South Carolina travels to Columbia, Missouri to take on the number 23 Missouri Tigers. Mizzou is 10.5-point favorite going into this game. Does South Carolina bounce back with an injured quarterback, or does Missouri continue their winning ways?
Is Sellers out?
I haven't seen an injury report.
Okay.
I think that comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, isn't it?
Yeah.
That should come out today.
Here, I'll see if I can find it.
Because I think that makes all the difference in this game.
Yeah, let's go to the next game while I'm trying to find it.
It says he's questionable.
So we're gonna step outside. Okay, you want to go ahead and pick it, or you want to?
So he's questionable.
Can we do like an asterisk type situation? Well, you know what? Honestly, never mind. I just don't think South Carolina's beating Missouri. South Carolina's defense just isn't any good. I'm just gonna be honest.
Tyler's just like, let's put an asterisk. Out of hell with it. Let's just go with it.
Did y'all see Drink's comments about the injury report?
Yes.
Yeah, that was great. That was pretty funny, man.
Back to Drink actually wanting to be at Arkansas again. If you take the injury report as an availability report, then that's probably a little bit closer to what Lane does at Ole Miss.
Yeah. And then he goes, but I don't want to get in Lane Kiffin's business.
I'm going to show Dan Yoakum something as we continue here, but
don't piss off the fans, dude.
Nope. So here's the thing: my grandma had a OU cup sitting in her kitchen, and I used to go up to it and flip it over every single time.
All right.
That's great.
All right, so are we picking the Mizzou game, or are we skipping
it? Yeah.
Let's go for it.
All right, Tyler already said to hell with it. He's going Missouri. MC,
yeah. I'll take Missouri.
I'll take lightsaber.
Who?
The dork.
The dork.
Another clean sweep. I swear to God, I'm going to win this thing. Because if Tyler comes back and beats me again this week, I may just quit and let y'all three pick it out.
Do y'all have the same amount of wins?
I'm gonna drive down the street. All right, so we're stepping out of conference this week because there wasn't a lot of good SEC matchups. Outside of a couple, everybody else is playing peons or cupcakes or out of conference. So we're gonna go to Indiana, where number 9 Illinois Burt takes on the number 19 Indiana Hoosiers, where Indiana is a 5.5-point favorite. I like Indiana, but at the same time, Burt's got this Illinois team playing pretty good football.
Yep.
Tyler, we'll go with you.
All right, man. I looked at this, and here's the deal. I don't know what inside of me, like, after everything that happened, because I didn't agree with the way that everything that happened with Brett Bielema and the way it went down. I really liked the guy.
JCP shoved him in a freaking broom closet and said, "You're out."
Yeah, well, yeah. But Indiana has a really good defense, guys, and people are really underselling that. Mm-hmm. I don't think the Illinois' offense is going to be stout enough to go into Indiana and win that football game. So I'm taking Indiana.
Hang on just a second. I'm trying to pull that line stuff up. So it's Indiana 6.5. The over-under is 52. FPI has it. Indiana 62% chance of winning. and Illinois only a 37. I gotta go with Tyler here. I'm gonna go Indiana on this one.
All right, we're breaking the clean sweep because I'm taking the Barry Lunny-led offense and the fighting Burts.
Golly, man, this is a difficult one.
It is a tough one, but here's why I'm taking this, because this feels entirely like one of those games when Bielema was at Arkansas that you feel like we don't have a good chance of winning, and we go in and we play our tails off and pull the upset.
Like that Alabama game where we lost.
Yeah, we lost 14-13. It kind of has that kind of feel to it. Yeah.
Which I still think the refs screwed us on that one, but that's beyond the point.
Indiana's ranked 19. Illinois is ranked 9.
You think this is your upset of the week?
I don't know, man. This one's tough.
You were wrong last week.
Freaking Florida.
It feels like this one tugs on the heartstrings. I don't know why, man. I really had trouble picking this one.
So here's the problem. Whatever Castiglione or whatever his name is at Indiana, it sounds like a noodle for an Italian cuisine, but he made all those comments about the SEC this year about playing cupcakes.
Talking about Signetti?
Yeah,
Signetti, that's it.
Cigarette guy.
Yeah, cigarette.
So he's played 3 cupcakes and has won 3 cupcakes. There's not really anything behind it right now. And this is one of those times where it seems like Brett will play ball control and he's not going to let them just go up and down the field.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do it. I'm going to go Illinois. I'm going to go Ill.
The fighting Burts.
Illini.
All right, so we're 2-2.
I didn't want to, but I did. I had put my heart into Brett Bielema too much in my life.
It's the Barry Lunny connection. That's what it is.
All right, we're going to
Isn't
travel.
there a Morgan brother that coaches there too?
Yeah,
Grant Morgan.
Grant, yeah.
Coach. Number 17, Texas Tech travels to number 16, Utah. Utah is a 3.5-point favorite. You got the Red Raiders, Tyler, or you got the Utes?
Man, it honestly blows my mind that Utah is favored in that game because since NIL with the college football playoff, the team that has paid the most money towards their roster has been in the college football playoff. Every one of the, all the teams that paid the most.
Ohio
and I just
State,
don't think that's
Alabama.
going to. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be an exception, and I think that Texas Tech is going to continue to roll.
I'll step on MC's toes. This is the lock of the week, if anything. I'm taking Texas Tech.
Oh,
yep.
So
throw the tortillas. Throw the tortillas.
This is your upset of the week, right?
I mean, it's not really that much of an upset. I mean, it's 17 versus 16.
But
I just.
But Utah's not an easy place to go in and win. So, I'm throw the tortillas, man. I'm taking Texas Tech.
Well, this is going to come down to that Illinois-Indiana game, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Probably, yeah.
That's the only one that we're not unanimous on. All right, Michigan State travels to the state of California to take on the number 25 UCA Trojans, who are a 17.5-point favorite. Like I said, it wasn't a very good week to pick them, so I just threw a dart to see where it landed on some of these.
That classic Big Ten rivalry of USC and Michigan State.
Right? Big rivalry in the Big Ten.
At 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Yeah.
Hey, Spartans versus Trojans, baby.
I was just going to say, you got Spartans or the Trojan.
Yeah.
Practically, if you look at their mascots, the exact same thing.
The green Spartans. the infamous green-wearing Spartans.
Look, if you're green, never mind. An appropriate joke, but I'm going to keep it to myself.
I'm going to take USC here, and I'd be surprised if we don't all take USC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we unanimous?
All right, this is my upset of the week. It's going to be...
Bull, you are not pulling Michigan State.
It's pulling USC,
Okay.
We're all going to be upset after the end of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least we'll all be wrong.
Count me in as a Trojan man.
Okay, you know what? That needs to be clipped and posted as the tag for this show. That right there. Pay money to see that in the intro. That'd be funny as hell. All right, so this is where game day is going to be. Florida travels to number 4 Miami. And here's the shocking part about this. As bad as Florida has looked, Miami's only a 7.5-point favorite.
This is a horrible matchup.
That's only because Florida gave LSU a little bit of a show. That's the only reason it's a 7.5.
This might be the worst game day location pick ever.
Yes,
except for Youngstown State.
Well, yeah, okay, I'll give you that one.
I'm going to be a little crazy here, guys. Shake it up a little bit.
No way.
Are you gator chomping?
Man, I think Florida is going to be able to do just enough
to cover.
To get their head coach fired this weekend.
Okay, wait. That was a good swerve. I like.
That's a Pat McAfee level swerve right there.
Swerve. That was because I was getting ready to tell Dylan, take him off the screen. I'm firing him right now.
I'm going to apologize to my sister-in-law. Y'all are getting smacked this week.
Yeah. This is going to be one of those beatdowns that happened back when Uncle Luke was highly involved with the Miami football program.
Dylan won't pick Florida after them screwing him.
Absolutely not. You make me a fool like that? Hell no.
Do y'all think that this? Do y'all think that this is? I mean, they've lost their last 3. They lost to USF. Do you think if they lose to Miami, realistically, you think
I think
that
Billy
fire
Napier's gone? Yeah, I think he's gone.
You know what's crazy?
I think if they get blown out, you could see Napier to be the next guy fired in the middle of the season.
Guys, think about it. All right, think about it. All right, who going into the season? And I know I'm talking crap because a few weeks ago I picked Florida as my dark horse, and I'm eating my words. However, yeah, I did. I picked him as my dark horse. I should have known better, but this is me we're talking about here.
At least you didn't pick Arch for the Heisman.
Oh no, I'd never pick Arch for the Heisman. You know why?
Because he
plays for Texas. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna steal this from what I saw on Facebook on one of the troll sites. He kind of DJ Lagway is turning himself into DJ Ulilonglelele.
I was thinking more of Nico before he transferred.
Man, I don't even want to talk about him because
he's stepping away for his mental health. By the way,
he got his $4 million. He's good. He ain't got that kid doesn't have to play another down of football if he doesn't want to.
By the way, so whenever I went to go watch the Florida-Texas game last year, I was asking Florida fans, how do y'all feel about Billy? Because on the outside, I'm sitting here like, man, y'all need to fire this guy. This guy sucks. We haven't played Florida but once in the past, 10 years? And it was at Florida.
Didn't we play Florida under just a few years ago?
Yeah, we played them at Florida we played them at COVID 23? Too. So, but with Billy there, we beat them in a maxed out stadium. And I'm sitting there like, man, if I were y'all, I'd sit here and think, man, we probably need to get rid of Billy. But no, like 85% of Florida fans last year told me that they were fine with Billy. They just he needs some help. Like he needs to get his people here, and they were fine with him. They were willing to build a program. I don't know if they still feel that way or not. I haven't talked to them in a while.
Losing to little brother can change that.
Whew.
Yeah,
good Adele.
And then your little cousin, you know.
Yeah.
Hey,
at least here's the thing. At least Arkansas State can say they did something that nobody else has been able to do this season and take a 100-yard kickoff return back.
So do we clean sweep? Do we clean sweep Florida Miami?
Yes.
Yeah,
so,
okay, I'm gonna have a bonus game for y'all. This is not gonna count towards our records or anything, but Purdue and Notre Dame.
It's one to keep an eye on for sure.
One to keep an eye on.
What do y'all think? So I'm gonna go. I think I'm going to pull for Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame's going to win it, but I think it's going to be a little bit closer than that 26-point spread says. If I'm going to lay down money on this game, I'm probably picking Purdue to cover that spread.
Yeah. I think Purdue covers. Notre Dame wins the game, but Purdue covers.
They lost to USC last week, 33-17. USC is a hell of a team compared to them.
Yeah, and dude, that Notre Dame defense is like Swiss cheese right now. I mean, it's not good. It's like the Razorbacks defense bad. It's not good.
Yeah.
I don't think they wanted to hurt my feelings when it came to asking about Sam Pittman, just FYI.
But man, I agree with you. I think it's going to be closer than the
26.
spread. Man, we need.
It's going to be interesting if Notre Dame comes in struggling their last, because they really have. They struggled the last 2 games.
They've also played really good teams too, though.
They're going to put it all. Y'all know what's going to happen. They're going to put it all together next week.
Oh yeah, the one time. So I'm taking Amy to the game next week, and this will be the one game that Arkansas gets blown out, like completely blown out. And I'm never 3.5 hour drive back. I'm never going to hear the end of it. Texas would have beat them. Texas would have beat them. Oh.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not. No, I'm not sure. But anyway, that's another story for another time.
I mean, there's no UTEP.
No UTEP, no. But yeah. All right. So, final thoughts as we get out of here. Tyler, we'll start with you.
Man, I'm proud to see Sam Pittman step up to get a little angry, and this. I think I was trying to say this too before we got bum off, but I really think our defense is going to play pissed off this weekend as well, and I look forward to seeing that.
Dmad?
I agree with what you just said, because if you remember Alabama A&M, everybody was talking about how the defense was kind of get lost, and they came back against A-State and played their best game.
Yep.
Well, but even you made the point that it was only the first 2 drives that they struggled on.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. But, you got gashed for 500 yards again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest thing with this entire Ole Miss game. It wasn't the kicks. It wasn't missing the field goals. It wasn't the fumble at the end of the game. Defense get one damn stop. Get one damn stop in this game. We saw the punters twice in this game.
I agree with D. You get one stop. We're talking about a win here, fellas.
But I'm going to stick with my 400 yards passing for Talen this week. I think that's a winner.
All right.
My final thought, hot take, the defense, to kind of piggyback off what Tyler said, defense comes out, plays pissed off, and they force not 1, not 2, but 3 turnovers in this game. Saturday.
Oh, I like it. Well, I am going to take the easy way out and agree with all 3 of these guys.
And that's how we'll wrap up. No, I'm just kidding.
No, and that's how I agree with all 3 of these guys. Going to be a good game. 11 o'clock kickoff, ABC. If you want, you know what? Never mind. Pregame and postgame will happen. I hope. Somehow it will happen. I promise. So be tuned into that. Other than that, for Tyler Callahan, Dmad, Dylan Madden, Marcus MC Carlton, I'm Razorback Zach. You have been listening to an all-new episode of Inside the Hog Pen. Until next time,